Stop what you're doing right now, because Apple has just released iOS 26.4 Beta 1. And this is not just your standard bug fix update. While everyone has been waiting patiently for the new revamped Siri features, Apple quietly sneaked in some massive changes that completely shift how we use our iPhones. We are talking about a major artificial intelligence update that might finally make you cancel your Spotify subscription, a new way to consume podcasts that rivals YouTube, and crucial security changes that are now turned on by default. If you want to know if this update is worth the install and how it changes your daily phone usage, keep watching because we are breaking down every single hidden feature in iOS 26.4 Beta 1. Let's start with the biggest headline of this update, because Apple Music has officially entered the AI chat. Apple has introduced a brand new feature called Playlist Playground. This is a direct answer to the AI features we have seen on other platforms, and it is actually quite powerful. Inside the Apple Music app, there is now an option to type in an idea and get automatic song suggestions. You don't need to search for songs manually anymore or build a playlist track by track. You can simply type in a specific mood, a feeling, or a creative idea, and Apple Intelligence does the heavy lifting for you. For example, Apple has some preset suggestions like morning coffee mix, hip-hop party songs, or disco songs that define the 70s. But you aren't limited to those. You can type in anything you want. You could type songs for a rainy Tuesday morning, or music for focusing in a busy coffee shop. The system analyzes your request and automatically generates a list of 25 songs along with a custom title. It even selects a cover art and a description for you. I tested this out, and while it does take a few seconds to generate, the results are impressive. It gives you a mix of artists you typically listen to already, combined with new recommendations that fit the vibe perfectly. Now, I know what you might be thinking because I thought the exact same thing. Doesn't Spotify already do this? Yes, they do have a very similar AI-generated playlist feature. But here is the interesting difference I found while testing iOS 26.4. I pulled up Spotify and ran the exact same prompt to see how they compared. It was pretty much the same process, and it took about the same amount of time to generate. However, Spotify's AI weirdly focused on artists that I do not normally listen to. It nailed the obscure description I gave it and got the specific genre right, but it felt a bit disconnected from my personal taste. Apple Music, on the other hand, used my listening history to create a blend. It felt more personalized and safer. However, Apple was a bit more vague with the genre definitions compared to Spotify. It is a classic battle of discovery versus familiarity. I think I like the songs Apple chose a bit more because they fit my style, but Spotify definitely understood the specific assignment better. It is getting harder to choose between the two, but this update is a huge point for Apple. If you guys want to see a full head-to-head video comparing Apple Music AI against Spotify AI in 2026, let me know in the comments. It is hard to believe some people are still on the fence, but I would love to break it down for you. Speaking of features that Spotify already has, the design team at Apple has been very busy. Apple Music now features a Concerts Near You option. This is super helpful. If you're listening to an artist you love, the app will now show you tour dates and shows happening in your local area. You don't need to open a separate ticket app or search Google to check if your favorite band is in town. It is all integrated right there in the Music app, making it a one-stop shop for music fans. They have also redesigned the albums and playlist views. We now get full-page artwork, which I think looks really good. I have always loved the design of Apple Music, specifically how the album artwork colors just kind of morph into the background. It makes the whole interface look clean, aesthetically pleasing, and very premium. In my opinion, this looks much better than the current Spotify interface, and it is a great update overall for Apple Music users who care about visuals. Moving on to one of the most requested features for years, let's talk about podcasts. In iOS 26.4, Apple is adding video podcast capability, ES, to the podcast app. This feature uses HTTP live streaming, or HLS for short. That sounds technical, but what it means for you is a high-quality viewing experience that adapts to your internet speed. This update allows users to switch seamlessly between watching and listening to shows. So, if you're watching a video podcast and you need to lock your phone or put it in your pocket, you can switch back to audio at any time. HLS ensures smooth playback regardless of your network connection, so videos will work on Wi-Fi or cellular without constant buffering. Apple says that the new video episodes will integrate with existing features like personalized recommendations. This is huge for creators and listeners because it brings Apple Podcasts much closer to the YouTube experience, but with the clean interface of the Apple ecosystem. Let's talk about customization and creativity on your home screen. There is a brand new ambient music widget for your home and lock screen. This isn't just a shortcut. It supports playing different built-in ambient music options. You can tap it to instantly start playing sounds for sleep, productivity, well-being, and more. It is a small change, but having that instant access to focus sounds without digging through apps is a nice touch. For the creators out there, the Freeform app got a massive boost. The Creator Studio version is now live in iOS 26.4. This allows Creator Studio subscribers to access new Freeform features that regular users don't get. It adds a dedicated content hub that houses Freeform shape options and gives you access to high-quality content like graphics, photos, and illustrations. Plus, there are AI capabilities for creating and editing images directly on the canvas. If you use your iPad or iPhone for brainstorming or storyboarding, this is going to be a very useful tool. Finally, we have to talk about productivity and security because there are some important changes here. Inside the Reminders app, there is a new section called Urgent. Now, when you create a reminder, you can toggle an urgent switch on. These reminders will show up in this specific section. The best part is that Urgent ensures that the reminder has an accompanying alarm so that you get a clear warning when it is due. It is perfect for those tasks that absolutely cannot be missed, ensuring you don't just swipe the notification away and forget about it. On the security front, Apple has made a significant policy change. Stolen device protection is now enabled by default for all iPhone users. Previously, this was an opt-in feature that you had to go find in the settings. Now, it is on automatically to protect your data if your phone gets stolen. If for some reason you want that off, you have to go into settings and manually turn it off, but I highly recommend leaving it on. Also, Apple is testing end-to-end encryption for RCS messages. This is a security feature that is not currently available for cross-platform messages. Messages sent by RCS that have this encryption will feature a new lock icon in the conversation interface. So, if you're messaging between iPhone and Android, you will hopefully get fully encrypted messages in the near future, making your green bubble chats just as secure as iMessage. So, that is iOS 26.4 Beta 1. It is a heavy hitter for music lovers and podcast fans, and the security updates are essential for everyone. The AI Playlist Playground is definitely the highlight here, and I can't wait to see how it improves over time. What do you think about these changes? Is the new AI playlist feature enough to make you switch from Spotify, or are you more excited about the video podcasts? I really want to hear your thoughts, so please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this update breakdown and want to stay ahead of the curve on all things Apple, please hit that like button because it really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss a future update. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you around in the next video.